Stacy Duffield. I'm an associate professor in teacher education at NDSU, and I teach mostly the middle school classes. Well, we're going to activate our prior knowledge from the reading that you did for today, and I want to take about 3 minutes, and I want you to just kind of do a brain spill, and I want you to write down everything you can think of, and you're not going to be able to fill it all in, and that's okay. Just write down as much as you can remember about these concepts that were in our chapter and in our readings out of This We Believe for today. Every area of teaching has its specialty, has its jargon, has its language, and that holds true for our students needing to know science and math words, language arts words, but we also need to know our teaching words. If you can't talk to each other in the same language, it's hard to communicate with your colleagues. It also makes a big difference when you go in for an interview with a principal and you sit down and the principal starts asking you about things, and if you don't understand what he's asking you or you can't respond back in relevant language, it's going to show that you don't know what you're doing. We're going to do a version of think, pair, share. So now you just did the thinking part, and now just with somebody that's right next to you, you can do a partner and help each other fill in a few more. So look for some things that they know that you didn't know and fill in a few more. It's very important that my students understand me, that I understand them, and so we do spend a great deal of time on concepts. So teaming is kind of the actions that are involved, and this is more like the way things are organized into houses and pods.
Thank you.
We're going to take it to one more level. We're going to think, pair, share, square. And I want you to join with another group and then see if you can get even a few more things filled in on your sheet. I thought they didn't do a very good job of defining this in the book, but it basically means that a teacher stays with the same group of students year after year. So the teachers move with the students to the next grade. Yeah. We are secondary education, so we prepare people to teach middle and high school. And so I would say you need two things. You need to have a passion for your content area. So if you're going to teach math or science or language arts or whatever you want to teach, you need a passion for that, a real interest in it, because if you don't have an interest in it, it will be hard for you to build that interest in your students. But I think probably foremost you need to have a real passion for working with youth. You need to want to make a difference. You need to want to be there every day, otherwise going to work isn't going to be a good thing for you, and you won't enjoy it. Why did I have you do this? So you might have thought, well then, why would you even have to read if you're going to come to class and just be able to talk to each other about the answers anyway? When I was going to school, it would have been thought of as cheating, right? And so, but what we were doing is we were collaborating and we were learning more. But the other thing is, and this is kind of the tricky piece, it's kind of like getting kids to eat vegetables that are dipped in cheese, is that think about how many times you said these words while you were talking to each other. And think about, you were writing them too, right? So you were hearing other people say them, you were saying them yourselves, and you were writing them. You were working toward word ownership. And when you think about academic language, which all of you have academic language, all of you have specialized jargon, specialized language in your disciplines, that's what you want your students doing. You want them using your language. And I want you to be so comfortable with these words that you never feel like, I'm not sure I'm using that word right, so I'm not going to use it. I want you to use these words. I want you to have the language of middle school. I have a real passion for education, and I think most people go into teaching because they're altruistic, they want to make a difference, and teaching is one of the best ways to do that. But I think the people factor, I haven't met too many teachers that won't tell you that they just love being around other people. For most of us, we maybe just love working with young adolescents, or we love working with young adults or older adults who come back, but really it's, I think, about that sort of reward and just the fun of being able to be with people all day long.